Today I'm going to be modifying a Stanley French press to fit with the Mountain Adventure kit they have. Let's get a fire started and let's check this out. So what we're taking a look at today is this Stanley French press, along with their mountain kit, little cook kit Dad actually got for Christmas. Well, turned out his French press did not nest like mine does. We actually tried mine and it fit perfect. So, you know, me and Dad just exchanged. He gave me this and then I bought him a new one off of Amazon. I don't know if maybe his handles are bent or who knows, guys, but you can see my French press handles closed. Fits right inside of the mountain cook kit here. So you see that fits perfect. And then all you do is take the handle for the mountain kit back out and you pop those back in. Now that is a lot easier said than done. You almost have to over cross these things to get these sides to go in, and it's very tough. And basically I don't want to have to worry with this when I'm ready to cook in it. I just want to pop it in and roll. You see one side goes in great because it's nice and loose, and then when you try to get the other side in, it gives you a lot of fuss. Still not terribly, you know, difficult or anything. Not like you need a pair of pliers or, you know, something to get it on, but it's still just a little bit more hassle than I want to deal with. So what I'm going to do is cut these down a little bit, which should be no problem at all. So I feel like when I trim these down just a little bit, plan right now is to trim both sides down, maybe even in half. I'm just going to do a little bit at a time until I find the right spot, and then I'm going to trim it with a file just to knock that edge back off. See, and then taking them out is a lot of hassle too. It's, again, just more hassle than what I want to deal with out in the woods. So actually what I used there to get that popped out, I just took an old screw, probably not the safest thing to do just in case it popped off, and I just lined it up with that hole, pushed it with my left thumb as I squeezed with my right hand, and I was able to get that side out. Now, and then from here, simply just give it a little squeeze and it comes out. But again, that is a lot of hassle. So let's go over to the vise and see what I can do. So guys, a couple of things I always keep handy around my vise. Small screwdriver, you never know when you're going to have to ply something out or, well, obviously unscrew a screw. So, that always helps there. Just a small hammer. An adjustable wrench. These things go a long way. Save you a lot of trouble that you're trying to do with a pair of pliers or by your hand. And then a hacksaw, normally keep nearby as well. You never know. Project like we're doing today works out great. So, yeah, I think that'll work great. Just put it right in the vise like this. Little offset to keeping this up to mitigate as much shaking as I can so it doesn't absorb all my power there. Okay. Alright, so now here's the moment of truth, guys. Let's just eyeballing it. No trying to get a groove started before I really start going into it here. Okay, got a little bit of a groove started. And there you have it, guys. Okay, so now you can see this side is shorter than this one. Let's give it a test. So, here's the mountain kit. Hopefully you can see this. Oops, let's get you focused there. Let's try use my hand as a backdrop. So, you can now see the side on your right is now shorter than the left. So, let's try it out. One side will go in first. Okay, I can already tell you that's not as easy as I want it to be. So, I'm going to cut the other side down like about the same length that I did the first one. So guys, I ground down that other side. Now this was the shorter side that you were seeing, but I figured why not go just a little bit shorter on this side, have a long side and a short side. Long side in first, and then you hook the short side in. I figured, from testing it before, it was almost like the original. How, as compared to stiffness. So I was like, why not see how it works a little shorter. So, again, long side in first. Easily done. And the short side pops right in. Check that out, guys. And that's plenty of room. That's not going to pop out on me. Especially after I slide that down. That leaves plenty of room on each side. So, that's not going to fall off. And it's extremely easy for me to just pop it right out. Throw it in my kit. That was, a matter of seconds right there, whereas before that was taking me minutes. So, yeah. And then, let's say I was just cooking right there. Then, French press would go right in this. I learned if you offset this, well, yes, you would have to offset it if you want this handle to do what I'm about to show you. So you offset the top of the French press lid here, and then you can slide this right in there. And then you have a complete mounted system, nesting system that is just perfect. The only thing that I don't like is that plastic cup that comes with this mountain kit does not nest to the Stanley. Now, again, you can only ask for so much, but it would have been really awesome to have that plastic cup in here as well. But I feel like that mod was necessary. I feel like that mod worked out actually pretty awesome. You see, you look at it and you think, well, dude, you just ground down a lot. And I was kind of thinking that myself, but then after you use it, it works great. I mean, the length that I ground that to is perfect because it's just enough. And I've also learned that little trick right there. Let me show you guys that. Kind of. So when you're coming back in with this thing, alongside, and then kind of come up, and then come back down with it. Because before, trying to use this, it was more hassle than it was really worth. But now, complete nested system. Absolutely awesome. Another thing that I was going to show you guys, you'll notice my lid, when I have this in here, just kind of sits up a little bit. It can't completely close like that. So, what's happening here is you see this top edge. Let me get you in focus here. I believe we're going to have to cut the industrials on. Okay. A little extra light for you there. I call those the industrials because they're so bright and harsh. So you'll notice this top edge here. That lip fits perfect right in this little indent right here. Then you'll see, trying to get a light right here, top edge of this mini loaf pan gets caught up here. So this isn't very thick plastic in between here and here. Might be just by feel pinching, a quarter of an inch, eighth of an inch. It's not a lot, to say the least, but maybe in the future might try making a little bit of a slope right here to get this thing to fit all the way down. Again, I don't know if I'm going to do that. If I can buy a replacement lid, I might try it on that. Now, one thing Dad mentioned in the announcement video is he's was planning on getting a Java drip for this, which I think is really smart because the more things that you can get done in the less amount of time, so the more efficient you can be out there is, king. If you can have two things going at once rather than having to do one thing at a time, you're winning. So I might have to bake in this, because that's what has my full-size mini loaf. Although this is being used as a French press, I might have to do a Java drip in this little Stanley Mountain kit since I'm baking in this. So I wanted to give you guys a quick demonstration of what I would normally be carrying in my French press kit. So let's give it a look. Of course, this is don't know if I mentioned this already in a previous video, but this is a homemade stuff sack. Just threw together real quick one night. A paracord drawstring. Nice little bag, and it really works out great. First things first, got the handle. Again, on this video, newly modified, so that new modification works great. Absolutely love it. And of course on the bottom we have the mountain kit. So now inside of the French press itself, I keep some pretty awesome stuff. So first off here, hot chocolate is a deer stand special for us. I absolutely love to get up there and make some hot chocolate. It just always tastes better in the deer stand. And, takes me back to my younger childhood days. Hot chocolate is just one of those nostalgic things. But of course I always keep some coffee in here too. Nothing warms the soul like a good cup of coffee. So, keep coffee and hot chocolate. So I have choices, whatever the occasion calls for. Now inside of this mini loaf baking pan, hold that on with a little Ranger band right there. Very simply, just have a cotton bandana. Never know, wiping hands, wiping your face, cleaning off utensils, just helps to have one of these. And then I keep the spork in here that I just received from that Stanley mountain kit. I don't entirely love this thing. I really like my titanium spork better, but this is a great backup. And you never know when, hey, I might forget mine at home, Dad might forget his, he might need to use this. It's just always great to have a backup. So I keep this in here as well. And another reason is just so it can be its own standalone kit. I don't have to rely on me remembering to grab my titanium spork, because I always have this one in there. Then of course the mini loaf baking pan itself. This is, tried and true. You've seen this. Butter up the inside, throw your mix in there, put it on the fire. Easy to go. The only thing I don't have is a good lid to go on this Stanley French press. Now you guys have seen Dad's system. Probably just need to buy that lid. Now, for anyone who's wondering, some stuff that I found out about this. Those old enamel coffee pots. You find them at Walmart. I've actually found that, no, I'm talking about the blue one. I picked this up in the aisle, took the lid off, and tried it on a Stanley, and it fit perfect. Now again, that's the enamel cook set, so I'm not sure, well, we used to put our coffee pot right over the fire, so I'm pretty sure that you could throw it right on this. Again, that you guys can do what you want with that information. If you want to, try other coffee pot lids, I'm currently looking at the same thing. So, I need a good lid for this. Sometime soon, I'm going to cut a grate to go in here. Again, as you saw, if you guys watched the announcement video for 2021, you'll see Dad's grate that I had to use in mine, just because I haven't cut one yet. Might actually do that later on today. Might make a quick video on that as well. And yeah, it's just very simple kit, not a lot to it, but it gets the job done. I absolutely love this thing. French press is just so easy to use. If I can find some kind of loaf pan for this, again, Dad mentioned that this would be perfect for a large size buttermilk biscuit. And I absolutely agree. That's a nice wide pot. So, currently on the look for that as well. So, that's just how I do it. And this system works great for me. So, thank you for watching this video, guys. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Please drop a comment down below. We love to get those. Love to hear your guys' questions. If you have any experience on kind of shaving that lid down like I'm talking about, maybe doing, if I can get another lid to do it with, make sure to let me know, because I would like to know if that works. Another thing, if you guys have had experience with the mountain kit and nesting it with a French press, let us know that too, because again, Dad's did not work, and we both believe that's because of bent handles, but mine did. Let us know, because that will be something, great to hear. See if it's a common problem for you guys. So again, make sure to, let us know if you had any experience with that. Again, we thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. As always, may the wings of liberty never lose a feather. And God bless.